Hi, Brady. This is Jeff Allen. I'm in the localization languages team of the Central UA-CSI unit. And I just want to give a quick kind of explanation of what I call kind of disaster response and recovery using language technologies for minority languages. And all started over 30 years ago between 1990 and 1994. I was at two universities in Oregon, in the United States, and and then also at the University of Lyon, France, to do my master's and my doctoral work and theses on a St. Lucian Creole, which is in the Lesser Antilles in the Caribbean. And then I also published a number of papers and articles in the Journal of Pidgin Language and all that. But on top of it, my wife and I supported a Haitian child, and you can see this picture of all these. For 10 years, we supported a Haitian child through Compassion International. So I have all these letters of this child that we support. He finished school. Then a couple of years later, I got a phone call from Carnegie Mellon University because I'd been working in translation systems, and they called me and they said, Jeff, you are the person for us because you know translation systems and automated translation, machine translation, and you also speak a Creole languages, and this is what we know because I had a project to do bidirectional Haitian Creole, speech-to-speech translation. So we did that from 1997, 1998. And then fast forward 12 years, the Haitian child had finished school, my wife and I had returned to France, and then there was an earthquake in Haiti in 2010 in January, and it was a disaster, complete disaster. And that system was sitting on a shelf that had, not been used for 12 years. So the first thing we did was within 48 hours, I arranged to have a translation done of nearly 2,000 medical phrases, doctor-patient dialogue by a professional translator, and made that happen. And we delivered that to Doctors Without Borders. Okay, but at the same time, what do we do with all that? That Haitian Creole system, bidirectional, what do we do? Was impossible to put that in an iPhone, just to transmit. So what we did is we just took all the data and gave it away and for free. And within 5 days, Haitian Creole was in Microsoft Translator. And then the next week in Google Translate, and then it went to the BlackBerry Intellect app and all that. And now, another 12 years later, it's now in Microsoft Translator app on your phone, on Google Translate app on your phone. It's in the Auto Translate in Facebook. It's in the Auto Translate YouTube subtitles. It's in Amazon Translate, except in dozens of other apps. So that's what this was able to do. And now my general motto that I say is that when you can use computer-generated translation and translation in general to save lives and to rebuild and recover an education system in one of the poorest countries in the world, then that's the quantum leap for showing the value of language to the funders who are usually not language geeks, they're language lovers.